Last week, I had the opportunity to sit in a highly classified top secret briefing on cybersecurity. So I'm going to be careful what I say here. But as Mike said publicly, we've got two kinds of companies. Companies that have been hacked and companies that have been hacked that don't know they've been hacked. And it is a real problem. It could be agents from overseas that are trying to steal your intellectual secrets, your intellectual property, or it could be that they want to do great mischief and harm to our nation. Last week, South Korea's financial institutions were broken into. They also shut down a number of their broadcasting, radio, and TV facilities as well. Didn't necessarily know where it's coming from, but there's a couple guesses that probably are pretty accurate. Aramco last year in Saudi Arabia was shut down for 8 days. These nation states have the ability to infiltrate, to fill up that pipe, and to really create great havoc with whatever disturbance they're trying to do. So you can imagine. And they break into your financial institution, shut it down, and wipe out all the records. So that all of a sudden that ATM card doesn't work, but maybe your savings account isn't there either. Can they break into some of our energy companies? Turn off the switches. Whether it be a cooling tower or something like that. Your air traffic control facilities. Can you imagine the havoc that could be created? And let me just tell you, we are a nation at risk today, this afternoon. Mike Rogers last year, in a bipartisan way, was able to pass legislation on the House floor that again was very bipartisan, that allowed for information sharing, so that if you're name a group, financial institution, a utility, if you're aware that you're being hacked, you can actually share that information with the feds and others, and then they can help you with the NSA, National Security Administration, and others to try and prevent damage that otherwise could occur and prevent it from, doing the obvious thing. It passed in the House. The President put a veto signal on it. Didn't go far enough in his view, I think, is what his reasoning was. And it never got anywhere in the Senate. It's estimated that this legislation would probably stop about 90% of some of the activities that otherwise are capable of breaking into our country. And because of what happened last week in Korea, South Korea, and the other cases around the world, and the briefings that we had, I'm anticipating and hopeful that literally the first week that we're back after Easter, the week of the 8th, we'll see this same legislation come again. There's been a lot of communication with the Senate. I'm hoping that they can move as well and get this to the President for him to sign into law and to be able to shut this door on what could be a real negative impact on our economy for who knows how long if we're not able to get it done. And again, that's an area where Rogers has really done an outstanding job of reaching out, building bipartisan consensus, and focusing on things that can really count in our society.